What's up, guys? Look who I have today, the one and only Ben Byerly. And you've had this fifth wheel now for what?
About 3 years.
About 3 years. And I've had a few people ask me about your shocker hitch when they watched the last video. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of give you guys an overview if it's something that you should buy. I've had the Reese Goose box in the past, and so the shocker hitch is kind of
the same.
It's just a little different setup overall. And you guys see right there, 3 years of ownership, still holding up strong. Would you say that for the money it was worth the purchase?
100%.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And they've since made some upgrades now, so they've changed out the coupler.
Oh, okay.
And they went with the Denko coupler on there now. I saw that the other day. But it's rebuildable, so if you have an issue, you can send it back to them. They can rebuild it and send it back to you. I've enjoyed it.
Now, yours is, I would say, a little bit more adjustable. So you guys can see there's a pin here, and you can adjust this a lot easier. See, if I wanted to adjust the Reese Goose box, I would have to do it here. So overall, like, this system, I would say, is more compact too. So look at how much bed space you have, you know, on the sides of this thing too. And one thing I like about the GM trucks is obviously because they did add the fifth wheel prep package slightly behind the axle.
The offset.
Yeah, this looks like it kind of offsets a little bit too. You can make a 90-degree turn with this setup here. So you're never worrying about
that before.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, I need to see if we can like find a Ram truck one day, because I would like to see, because they have the smallest beds obviously, how it would look putting a fifth wheel, you know, behind it with that shocker hitch too. Yeah,
you're right, it does have 3 settings. So like on your truck where you have the lift, we would just drop that down and it would adjust to stay level.
I see. And that's a good point. Yeah, because my truck, we are actually going to hook up to my truck in the next video we do here.
Yes.
But yeah, overall I do like the overall styling of this too. I might actually sit back here and like let them see how it swivels and everything in the bed. You have now, when you've ever gone off-road, because I know you go off-road sometimes with your truck here, whenever you start to articulate a little bit, has it ever gotten really close?
Only when I was in the sand and the back end was sinking down on the trailer, and then I was trying to have to get out and having to do a little bit more of the gas, kind of dug down a little bit in the front. Then it came down, because you're kind of like this at that point, and it comes down like this. I see. Yeah, it did come close. But other than that, I've not had any issues turning or the articulation. I've not ever been worried about it, you know, coming down hard or causing any damage. So it's been really nice, and it pulls really well.
Nice. Yeah, and I think that goes with that airbag here, right?
Yes.
I think that's, now does this have shocks? No, this doesn't have, this has these rubber bushings here, I see. So that's going to probably help with dampening too. Because of this airbag, you've learned a lot about air pressure and the ideal PSI. How much pin weight does this put on the truck, you would say?
So with what the truck's capable of, I've got about 800, 900 left after hooking this up. So we're, what, around 2,200 on the pin weight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, I mean, it's heavy, because pulling fully loaded on this, I'm around 14, 15. It's on the smaller side for the fifth wheels now, but it pulls really well. And yes, with the airbag, I'm still working out what pressures to use.
Yeah.
Because they say don't go below 5, but it goes all the way up to 100. So, I mean, you can make that thing rock hard. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'll take some weight, right?
Yeah. So back when I had my Reese Goose box, the most I would put in there is about 50 fully loaded. But if it was weekend warrior camping, probably about 40 to 45 was like the ideal pressure for it.
Oh, okay. So around, when this is fully loaded at 14, 15.
Oh, so you're not putting that much in there?
No, so I'm around 14 or 15 PSI with this fully loaded.
I mean, that's shockingly like low, I would say. But that airbag, I would say it does look a little bit more robust. You couldn't see mine You know, I could see it if I like look through, but that one does look a little bit more robust. It is more smaller, I would say, too. But yeah, like I like how like so this does like kind of like move too. So that's what's nice about these types of hitch systems. I personally prefer having gooseneck style because I've had a lot of friends and people won't admit this online typically, but people who don't care about the embarrassment of dropping their trailer on their truck, having a regular fifth wheel hitch, I find that they're a little bit harder to hook up to sometimes, and sometimes they don't fully lock in. And I know that it could be user error, and when you're camping and you're in a rush, whatever, I feel as though this is the best option because with this setup, once you drop that weight down on that ball, that automatically locks in for you, right?
Yes. Well, so this one has I have to move the pin.
Okay.
So the new one automatically drops down, and then you just put your pin in.
Ah,
that's
I see.
The benefit of their new one. And so it drops down, it automatically comes down, locks in, and you don't have to fight it, right? So like traditional trailers, conventional, with the traditional hitch, you have to put it down, you have to pull that thing up, you have to make sure, and then you got to jump on it, right? If it's older, it's got a little rust in there or whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sometimes you have to like use the truck to like, you know, really, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like it takes, I know the hardest part about gooseneck for the fifth wheel is sometimes lining up the ball, but this makes it a little bit easier too, probably because you can use the front of it here to kind of see where it is and line it up. I haven't done it in a long time, so we go to do my truck video.
I'll let you back it up.
Yeah, we're gonna see how long it takes me to get it, because in the past when I first got my Reese Goose box, I will admit it was a chore getting that thing lined up. Okay. But once you kind of figure out, you know, where to be at with it, I was getting it almost on the first try every time.
With the camera system on the GM,
true,
it is easy.
Okay, yeah, you have the backup line too with it as well.
Line, and the camera, and then you have the zoom.
True, yeah, right? Yeah. So
the closest hitch to this, as far as the, you know, comparing with the airbag on this, would probably be the Gen Y.
Okay, yeah.
The torsion.
Yeah, that's right, torsion. Interesting. Yeah, you know truck stuff, Josh.
Yeah.
He has a Gen Y on his truck. Yes. Maybe one day we'll have to get him out here, and you know, you can drive his and see how it feels, and then he can jump in yours and see how it feels too. Granted, he has a 45-foot toy hauler, but you know,
it is what it is. And the last time I was over there getting some work done, some modifications put on here, I looked at his, and he actually has I think it's the Gen Y, but it comes off and then pushes everything back. So he's about 2 feet off his tailgate.
So he uses it's an offset ball that goes into these pucks here. So he doesn't necessarily, I think it might still use that one too.
I think it's a 3 connection, and it pushes the ball back.
Exactly, and it pushes exactly. So his system, because again, Rams have those shorter beds, it's so much easier to come in contact. And I still think that can't make a 90-degree turn even with that offset ball. That's how. Or no, I'm sorry. After he put the offset ball, I think he can now make a 90-degree. Yeah, but beforehand, I think he might have kissed. You know, I call it kissing whenever you have your fifth wheel hit your cab. It's kissing in my book. They kissed. So yeah, and in your case here,
we did that. We did a full 90.
Wow.
Yeah, it's.
And that's because the beds on these GM trucks is slightly bigger too. Like this is the largest standard bed in the HD segment over Ford and of course over Ram. So these trucks just give you a little bit more cushion even with that.
Well, I think the difference on the GM, their bed and their long bed is only like a foot, maybe a little over a foot.
Ah, I see. Yeah. And then lastly, before we go for a quick drive down the street here, have you had any issues with the trucker hitch?
No. Not one.
Okay. And you've probably at this point you've probably put over 5,000 miles. If not,
definitely.
Yeah, you're probably closer to that 10K, because you go back far from Idaho and you guys go down to Moab and a bunch of places. So
and then up to Sand Hollow and all of that. So yeah, it's got some miles.
Yeah. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and, like I said, I want to show people like this kind of going at this speed. I'm gonna sit in the back of the bed here so you guys can kind of hear it. And I would say because they have done some updates to it, this is one I would put on my list too. Gen Y has a good one. Obviously the Reese Goose box. I had it from, I think I had the first gen of that, and they've done, I think maybe 3 versions of it. So the shocker hitch is just coming on the scene as just another alternative too.
Yes.
Who makes shocker hitch? Do you keep?
So it is made by Shocker.
Oh, so Shocker,
okay. Is the company.
I see, okay.
And I know when we first did this 3 years ago, right, people are like, oh, you're going to void your warranty.
Nah.
So I did some research on that. And no, this will not void your warranty, just like the Reese and the Gen Y won't, because it is a system that's connected to the trailer. It's not a modification to a fifth wheel setup.
Correct.
So
yeah, so what he's talking about, and that's a good point. There are adapters that you can add to the standard Pinboxes, which allows you to tow your truck, or excuse me, tow your trailer as a gooseneck. And because of the way that that's positioned, it does put stress on the framing. I want to say it's somewhere right here. It starts to create some binding here, and it can damage the frame. Those will void your warranty. So a lot of people use those adapters because it keeps you from having to buy a fifth wheel hitch. Exactly. And those today are super expensive. Like a fifth wheel hitch can cost $1,500, something like that.
You know, that's probably starting for a good one. And then you have to store it when you're not using it. It takes up your whole bed. So this is definitely the way to go. If you want bed space, you want to, I mean, I've got a little box that I can just drop that in and stick it on the shelf.
Exactly. Right? Yep. No, I agree. Cool. Let's go for a quick drive in.
Let's do it. I like to use the Air Moto to fill up the bag. You can use anything you want, but it's as easy as pulling this.
I will admit to your see these tailgates, look at that. Like he has more room to get in there and do that.
Okay, so we're at 5.5 now. It's been sitting for a while.
And that's all you need, guys. Just a little portable one that gets the job done.
And there we are. Now we're at 10 PSI.
That was quick too.
Oh yeah.
Not bad.
And now we're done. It does have one loop point on there for the front bolt. And that's it.
Wow.
So maintenance wise, super easy.
Yeah, so not a lot of maintenance. And like I said, this thing sits out in the elements. So you guys see there's a little bit of rust on this bolt here. And really apart from that, I mean, it looks great. Yeah, so much room. Like you can tell he can't get close at all to that Pinbox at all. Ben, thank you so much for doing this with me, man. A lot of people have been asking about your shocker hitch, and I'm glad we just did a follow-up video. So now you guys can see, I mean, they've done some updates to him. He's had no issues with it, and would you buy it again?
I definitely would.
Like he said earlier, he would buy this hitch again. And I think that personally, if I were buying another fifth wheel, I'm not getting a fifth wheel hitch. I think fifth wheel hitches are kind of dying off a little bit. I see more and more people buying gooseneck style, and it's simply because it's the ease of use. And like you said, you don't have to store a fifth wheel hitch. You don't have to worry about your trailer potentially dropping on your truck. I've never heard of anyone having an issue with that with the
I haven't either.
With the gooseneck. So, and I think that the towing experience is enhanced too. So there's a lot of good benefits to that. So next video we do, you guys know I have a 4-inch lift on my truck. A lot of people keep saying you can't tow anymore with your truck because now it's lifted. I'm gonna find out here real quick, because now we have a basis point. This is a stock AT4. Now these X's do have a 2-inch lift, but 2 inches is not much of a lift, honestly, guys. So my truck has 4 inches and it has 38s on it. So I have a little bit more lift, because you can see the difference between the height of his tires, because these are the factory size. They're just a upgraded tire. These are the open country RT trails. Yep. And it's a 275 65? Yep.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah, 275 65 20. So this is 34.1 inches in height versus 37. Yeah, 37 and some. I think 37 and a half, 37.6. So that's a big difference in tire size. So again, that does give me probably an additional 1.5 inches of lift over those. So yeah, be sure to check out that video. See you guys soon.